Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the Musty Game Dev, where we love games and we love game development. Today, I'm going to make an extraction point so that when the players defeat the last wave of enemies and claim all the parts of the map that need to be claimed, they will have a way to finish the game. So, let's get started. Here are my player spawn pads. I moved them to a new starting location due to a multiplayer testing bug. Let's open up the content browser, search under all, and type in volume. Then we'll drag the volume into the game world. Now this volume is going to let us know when a player has entered the area that the volume covers. Great! So now we will search for and use the endgame device. Don't forget to save. Let's create our new device by going to Verse and build the code first, then open up the Verse Explorer. Then we will right-click on the project in the Verse Explorer, and then left-click on the Add New Verse File menu item. We will call this extraction underscore point underscore device, and then click Create. Okay, I have my VS Code opened up. Let's remove the comments and the starter code in on begin. Let's add a reference to our volume device. Then let's add a reference to our endgame device. Now we will add a map to store our players. Next, we will subscribe to the extraction area's events agent enters and agent exits. Let's create our two functions that will handle the events, onPlayerEnter and onPlayerExit. Do not worry, I will come back to create the check all players extracted function. Which is now. This function will help us know that all the players, since this is a cooperative map, to know that all the players have entered the volume and are waiting to be extracted. I have an error when I call the activate method of the endgame device, and that's because I need to pass in an agent. So let's create a new variable last player in area, and it will be of type agent, but also an option type, and set it to false, so that we do not have to initialize it with the player to start. In onPlayerEnter, we will save the player who entered as the last player who entered by passing the player as an option. Lastly, in the check all players extracted function, we will use an if statement to get the agent value from the option type using a question mark at the end, and then using this variable as an argument to the activate method. Phew, that was a doozy. Let's save and compile. We compiled successfully. Oh yeah. Now let's get back to our extraction point device and add a for loop to the onBegin function. For player in getPlaySpace.getPlayers, if the player is not in the map, which they won't be, because this is at the start of the game, we will set them to false in our map. Then we will add an event handler for when a player joins the game after the session starts. Let's save and compile. We compiled successfully. Oh yeah. Always celebrate those wins. Alright, let's drag our new device into the game world and add our volume and endgame devices to it. Make sure to click File, Save, Project, and then let's launch a session. We are now in our session. But there's a slight problem. I don't know where the volume is. Let's make it visible. Save the project and then push changes. Okay, we can see the volume and now we can end the game when we enter the volume. There's a lot more we can do with this script, but for now, this is a great start. Thank you for watching, and if you want more of this, like and subscribe and add a comment. If you want the code, join the Discord server and ask me for it. Peace. Musty, musty, musty game dev. Ooh, it's musty in here.